Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And had to do an update from my previous video on my tail tidy. As many of you have already seen on the comments on the last video that I replied to, as well as on the ADV Rider Forum. The moment I put on the Puig, it was absolutely hideous for my setup, because I know why they did it so long, because people have vario case racks, they have bags, and these do need to stick out in order for the taillights not to hit the bags or whatever the case may be. I get that. I thought it was supposed to be a lot shorter when I saw videos about it. Definitely wasn't the case. Couldn't stand it. Didn't like the lines on how this side would show underneath. It was just looked like it was cobbled together. The quality is great. Quality of this stuff is fantastic. Nothing against that from Puig. It's just not the right tail tidy for what I was looking for and in my application. Fast forward to the Rizoma Fox tail tidy. It just came in. I ordered this from Steve at a bike thing in the UK. I live in Los Angeles. Guys, I ordered it on, I believe, Monday night in Los Angeles, which was Tuesday morning for a bike thing in the UK. And it's Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles, and it already arrived, DHL Express. So 2 days from the UK. I can't even get the US Post Office to ship me something from 20 miles away in 2 days. So kudos to Steve, thumbs up. And the bike thing, thanks for sending it over. And now I'm going to use this Rizoma as my tail tidy in hopes that it's a lot slimmer, a lot shorter than that. And we'll see how it goes. So stay tuned. All right, here it is. Here are all the parts removed from the packaging. I'm telling you right now, Rizoma needs to chill out on their vacuum packing. My God, it probably took me longer to remove all this stuff from the vacuum package than it probably is to install it on my bike. Rizoma, chill out on the vacuum packing. It's never been tighter. I've never seen anything tighter in my entire life. Regardless, moving on. I now know why this system costs double what that system costs. Yes, this is good quality. But as you see the texture, it's textured powder coat versus a smooth satin powder coat. And like anything Rizoma, amazing quality. Right off the bat, boom. I'd give that maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10 in terms of quality, period, full stop. All right, so I'm not gonna use the Euro bracket. I'm gonna be using the US bracket, which is a lot smaller, right? I don't know how you guys in Europe and other countries deal with these massive plaques that are on the back of a bike that destroy anything, any kind of line or beauty of a bike. I can't imagine putting something that big on a, Ducati, a Panigale or something like that, or an MV Agusta. Like, that is just so embarrassing and so wrong. If there was one law that you guys need to change in Europe and other parts of the world, do something about this. This is hideous. So I feel for you guys out there. I get it. This is obnoxious. So anyways, again, just ranting here. All right, quick update. I did a small modification by removing the reflector on the back that was already attached to this. So it could have some kind of reflection. I hate reflectors. I take them off all my bikes, don't eat them, don't care for them. I want it as super clean as possible when I put this license plate on in the back. So I removed it by unscrewing those 2 screws, those little tiny ones. I actually had to cut the screws down because they're too long once you remove that reflector. So I just cut them down by half and then screwed them back in, no problem. So just a quick mod for you guys, just so you know, I removed the reflector. So when I put the plate on, it's going to be super clean, super black, because I have a black plate. Here in California, we're allowed to Also order special plates that are black and yellow instead of being white, so it matches, at least the black matches for my bike and everything much better, right, because of the blacked out look. So here's the Rizoma. Super, super incredible quality and really smart engineering. They really thought about this. Puig is good too. There's nothing, again, nothing against the Puig one. It's just for a different application. This is heavy. Now that I pick up the Rizoma versus this, much heavier. I also want to show you the comparison of how much shorter the Rizoma is than the Puig. So if you look at where the holes line up, so you'll see these holes, these holes right here, attached to the far end of the tail, and so do these ones. So if you look at how far away they are, I'm trying to get it there, you'll see that it is a much smaller housing, as well as a shorter look, right? By about maybe what, a couple inches, 2-3 inches. So it is a difference in terms of weight, in terms of size, and in terms of length. So just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up and a comparison of what the two look like. And if I put this big monstrosity, the original, next to it and line them up with the holes, you will see how much shorter it is compared to the original. See the difference when I told you guys, excuse me, the Puig was shorter. It is shorter about a couple inches, and then the Rizoma is probably another couple inches off of that. So I've now attached the turn signals, brake lights to it. Here's what it's going to look like. Quite honestly, guys, definitely smaller, definitely a smaller package overall. I've seen, so it comes with these brackets as well for their specific Rizoma taillight, brake light. They are very tiny, and I'm thinking I'm going to actually get them and get rid of these big boys and go with the smaller ones. They're like this big, but they emit a tremendous amount of power. I think it would clean up the rear end tremendously. So something I'm going to think about, and maybe going with the Rizoma brake / turn signals lights as well. All right, so I put all the wires through, zip tied everything so it's as nice and clean as possible. So you'll notice that I zip tied them right here by the license plate. Fish them through here. There's a little tab right there where you could kind of fish them through so they don't move. Zip tied them there as well. So on this side, it's going to be nice and clean, because the license plate's going to cover a lot of this stuff. You won't be able to see it. Something also to mention is that Rizoma really thinks about everything, hence why their stuff is so expensive. But they provide these rubber grommets on a lot of the contact points, so the metal doesn't rattle, which I think is very smart. And kudos to them and their engineering team on doing this stuff. The Puig obviously didn't have it, but again, this is 2.5 times more expensive than the Puig. So I can't wait to put this on, guys. This is gonna look a lot better. And quite honestly, I think I am gonna get the Rizoma brake / turn signals that are tiny, but emit an immense amount of light, just to clean this up even more, get rid of these little Dumbo things. So I zip tied everything, connected everything. It doesn't tell you to do this, but I did it anyways just to keep everything clean and seamless. Stick the wires through the grommet. That's what it looks like from the top. Then you utilize your original screws for the rear end for back here, right? With the original bushings that came off of these sides. So you use these up and under here, use them with these bolts. You bolt everything in, and then reconnect everything. And then I'm gonna figure out the license plate lights, right? For the Rizoma has a black and red, and of course they have a blue and brown adapter that comes in the kit. So I gotta figure out which wire goes into which. It's kind of annoying, which they could just color code them and be done with it. So anyways, okay, she's put all back together, and that's how it looks. Again, it's not as angled high as the Puig is, right? But guys, come on. Look how much closer and shorter it is than the Puig. I made a mistake on that one. And look how clean it is underneath. It actually flows with the bottom of the bike, and it doesn't have those rails that stuck out like a sore thumb that the Puig did. So there you have it, a lot closer. I am going to change these to the Rizomas that are tiny. They probably come out to like maybe out here on each side. And that's it. Much, much happier with this one. Looks cleaner. Of course, it's Rizoma, so you can't even argue with the quality. And there you have it. It has its own light that's a lot smaller than the OEM ones. And there you go. There you have it. Pretty clean. And here's what it looks like. Here's how far out it sticks up when you're looking straight down at it, right? So right there is about even, and it barely comes out versus the OEM that basically came out to like here. So definitely a tail tidy, definitely good quality, definitely recommend it. Rizoma for the win. Thanks again for subscribing to the channel, guys. Hit those like buttons, comment down below, let me know what you think. All right, till next time.